Hello guys and welcome back. I just wanted to show my forever golden run. So pretty much the achievement that I went for is to just complete the Spanish mission tree. As you can see down here. Yeah, I also got some other ones like Ruina, Imperia Espanol, that one was easy to pick up, and forever golden, that's the one I was going for mainly. And then in the end I decided to also go for this by just spamming the manpower building, like pretty much everywhere. I also do have an economic hegemony. I could also build up my army and pick up a military one, but you can only have one at a time. So I could have went a lot bigger, but I was focusing more on colonizing and getting the missions done. So everything here is colonized by me, and most of it is Catholic. There's a few provinces that I can't convert because they have a colonist there, I'm proving, and if you look at here, Portuguese Brazil, and then we go to so by name, Portuguese, shouldn't it be here, Portuguese Brazil? Oh, there you go. I did block settlement growth, but that only stops me from swapping over to new ones. It doesn't stop me from using settlement growth from the current ones. I also had that issue where, because I had two colonial nations, so one which I got from Portugal, which is why this one was 64 death, because I had to keep pushing it and pushing it. But then I noticed it was a settlement growth, so I had to release them, and then conquer them. I had the same thing happen here, because Cascadia owned San Francisco, but for the mission tree I needed my Californian one to own that for the holy order that I had to put in here. And then in Europe, you know, you just have to own this part of England, which I managed to conquer easily. And yeah, Scotland is a junior partner of that. England is my junior partner, as you get through a mission tree. But you only get that pretty late, so I didn't really get much use out of that. I got Austria as a personal union actually before I got the mission, which was pretty nice because, you know, they were pretty big, and then, you know, I fed them some more stuff. I had a big Byzantine battle here, but Ottomans ended up allying Ming, so that was kind of like when I stopped expanding there. I decided to get all of Africa, including the coastline, except for like Kabul, because, you know, Kabul has like 9 EP, so there's no way I could ever kill them. And then here, you know, I actually have 2 colonies here as well, and then I colonized every single province that could be colonized here, and then, you know, I also took the parts that I needed for the mission. That Ming's pretty big, Russia just looks big but actually isn't strong. Novgorod is my vassal. If we go into the player map mode, you can see that, yeah, no, that's my vassal. I had a couple more vassals, but I've annexed most of them by now. And idea-wise, yeah, pretty much I get to take 32. Wait for exploration and expansion first, just, you know, make sure that I get most of the colonial missions there. Then economic, just to fight the inflation. Then quality, to get the economic and quality for policy for all the discipline. Then diplomatic, I just had to take diplomatic because due to being very limited by the government capacity, which I was pretty much fighting against until the very end, I had to go for quite a few battles, so I went for diplomatic ideas, also with province war score cost. But administrative, just for recording cost reduction, because I was starting to conquer a lot more. Then quantity, since I really wanted the 1 million manpower achievement, you see maximum now is 2 million actually. And then religious just at the end to get more conversions done there. See, Catholic is pretty dominant. I didn't convert those parts out because, you know, trade companies. So yeah, that's pretty neat. I've had a reformed pope for most of the game. So there were new papal elections. So even though I had like 100 something invested, I could not become a new pope. Because Pope was Pope Man when he was forcefully reformed. And, well, after that we couldn't really do that. So we cancelled off Trent, and then they ended at like 17 something. Poland never came Volhynia. Poland never took Lithuania. Lithuania at one time was a lot bigger, but got some things back there. And now I can show the timeline. And I also started off with Castile. I also went for the early PU on Portugal, because I let them get the exploration ideas, and then I pretty much went and got the PU. I had to wait a bit from fighting Granada, but, you know, then eventually I did. And that down there is a vassal I released. You know, then I just went on, you know, just colonizing mostly. It actually doesn't show my colonies. Oh, you're right, because I had not started colonizing here yet. I had gotten the PUs by then, I started expanding into Africa as well. And yeah, around that time I was starting to colonize, get that. Portugal obviously was going to get that, and due to their age bonus, there was like no way I was ever going to beat them to that. So I decided to just actually want quite some negatives. I just kept expanding down in Africa. And then here France actually started getting beat by England. And later on they actually ended up returning that, and I made sure to return all of Naples to Aragon as well. But they gave me quite a bit of aid, which is why I had to kill down there. And then instead, got more colonies. Luckily Portugal was going for a lot of the provinces down here in Africa, so I was actually able to still get the colonial nation set up there first, but they still managed to get that one province of Havana, which I didn't realize I needed, so probably colonized that earlier on. I got Cuba, and then after Cuba I'm pretty sure I started to, I got Portugal there, they were going to that, which was Brazil. I was just starting up there in the north, see if there were any others colonizing there. And here that is when I took my first bride out of France, and I also got Encore as my vassal. And that is when I got the P10, I started being on Byzantium as well, Tripoli being my big fat vassal here, actually being Catholic. I didn't know that's up to time. Oh well, let's go into 1575 again. I'm nice to see at one point they were pretty big, but Ottoman things happened to them. There we go. Yeah, now we can go with that again. I pretty much locked that down, got New Spain, started beating up on those guys to just expand New Spain. But New Spain, just because they had so many forts that they got from that, for most of the time they were not making any money. So they were actually not very helpful, and I had to spend a lot of time there fighting rebels. Formed Spain, started colonizing the shit down here, get to the spices. And then I think no, we should be able to tell once I get Austria. I got Austria around the time when I pushed into that. Brandenburg, Burgundy was my good ally for most of the time, which is why I didn't go for Spanish Netherlands very early on, but you see I've already took London, and I mainly was focusing on taking out Newfoundland. See, by 1600s, pretty much colonial nations, I had that locked down. Only Newfoundland existed, and I was starting to slowly but surely eat them. Which was a bit annoying though, but I had to fabricate on all of those natives on my own, because my colonies apparently don't do that anymore. So by here, I pretty much locked down the African trades. I was making hella money. Then Sevilla, I'd gotten all of this. Then Ming, now that I'm played it, that was a very long Oirad. I got Novgorod as vassal, because I was fighting Russia anyways. And I finished up grabbing the things in Italy, and then I broke my alliance with them. No CB, full annex, because at that point coalitions weren't forming anymore. Yeah, I got Gascony as a vassal for some point, to also just eat things from France without getting shit-faced in AE. Now I started to integrate them, do that, and around this time I got England as a PU subject. I should have probably spent more time looking at the mission tree before. And also, yeah, Cleves. I got Cleves as a random PU at some point. But, I ended up inheriting them since, they were pretty small. Which I also got that. Yeah, and that's it. I did not go for the one where you have to become the Emperor, because I was thinking that's one which I can easily pick up at any point if I want to. If we look at the country, income, I'm first by quite a bit. I'm actually not first by money as well, I've just been saving up my money. Also Austria here, subject. We're doing real good. Max manpower. Oh, it looks like... Well, it looks like that certainly stored 2 million again. It was a little long. It was long as 64 bits. Yeah, looks like manpower is stored as something 2 to the power of 19, because apparently there definitely was an overflow here. I actually don't have the most tax, because well, I was also going for ideas. Okay, apparently Cuba, and we have that colony. Not really spend all that much on other things. Minnesota officially wasn't going too hard, but absolutism, you know, I was doing alright. I was not doing the best, but you know, I was doing alright. Minnesota rating obviously by half at most, and you know, just for monthly income alone. It did take me quite a while to overtake Ming, because you know, they just didn't explode, so for a lot of the time they were actually outdoing me there. As you can see by the score through for ages. But then in absolutism and revolution, you know, across them. Yeah, Diplotech. I was Defender of the Faith for most of the time. And if we go to military morale, I did not have the highest, but I was pretty close. And you know, I had 100% discipline. And at some point I actually had 137% because I got some very good events, all that stuff. I didn't go for a lot of professionalism, so it was mainly fighting wars all the time. So yeah, I never really used a lot of mercs. I had manpower for most of the time, so I didn't really need them. Obviously I had a dominant fleet. Psy, they actually got pretty big, so fighting them always was annoying. Yeah. They were just a mess, but they had high Diplotech because I had also like integrate shit and all that stuff, so that's why I wasn't doing too well on that. Later on I found out that we should use the colonies to improve development in your own provinces, so I don't know, if at some point in the future you can play like maybe like if you're going for like a EU4 game where you actually restrict yourself. By only having like 10 provinces, it might be worth to go expansion or just pick up 50 colonies and have improve relations, since that free dev might be worth it if you can get that way. I did convert everything that I could convert. I'm pretty sure I also converted everything for my subjects here except those two because, well, settlement growth. England obviously also is fully Catholic, since you know they flip through the mission. English channel, yeah, just Burgundy is a lot there. But yeah, I'm making good money also. I'm gonna contact all that stuff there early on. And yeah, that's about all there is to it. I think, I don't know which tune I'm going next for, but I think the next one I'm going to do an AEIOU run as Austria, just, you know, get the one for that mission tree. And then after that I'm probably going to do Anglophile. Yeah, and that's it for this video.